I forgot your chair. Go over to the custodial. It should be open. Make sure you don't close it. I mean, just, you know.
And now for tonight's starting lineups, first for the Division Titans. A 5'8" senior guard, number 1, Brock Gilbert. A 5'6" senior guard, number 2, Rudy Casillas. A 5'9" senior guard, number 3, Sawyer Larson. A 6'2" senior forward, number 24, Austin Bergman. And 6'2" senior forward, number 32, Jacob Godfrey. The Titans are coached by Troy Anderson. And now for your Madison Bobcats. A 6'4" junior, number 1, Jaden Schwab. A 6'3" senior, number 3, Brigham Williams. A 5'10" junior, number 5, Jordan Porter. A 6'4" junior, number 21, Spencer Hathaway. And a 6'2" junior, number 24, Mason McCorder. The Bobcats are coached by Tyler Schwab. Madison High School and the Idaho Activities Association strive to keep sportsmanship our top priority. Please help us maintain this spirit of sportsmanship this day.
All right, well, Brad, there's our starters for the day. I'm going to get my camera reset here.
All right. Guess we're about set.
Yeah, we are. So a little bit of different starting lineup than last night. Schwab, Williams, Porter, Hathaway, and McWhorter. Now, everybody played well last night, so... At the center circle is going to be number 32. That's Godfrey down there. Godfrey is what? 6'2". And I think they list Hathaway at 6'4". He does control it, but what do we got?
Something about the tip was illegal.
Yeah.
Jumped before it left the ref's hand or something.
There we go. Mr. Vasquez getting into the... No.
Syracuse gets the ball.
So the possession arrow will go back to the Bobcats now. Bobcats in their gray uniform, Syracuse in the white. Over to the near side is, Casillas. He gives it off to Gilbert on the runner, down underneath. Taken away, number 24, the shot up. Down with it is going to be Godfrey. Kirkham took that shot. Casillas back out now to Gilbert. Gilbert way out on the wing, looking for the pick. Man-to-man pressure by the Bobcats. Gilbert on the drive, no good on the runner. Taken by Porter. Porter going down the far side. He's on the lead of the break, kicks it back over. Down underneath. Kick it off to Williams. Williams back out to Hathaway. He looked at the three, now drives inside, goes down underneath. Goes for the shot. He'll be fouled. I believe they're going to tag number 32 in there, Godfrey. So Hathaway will step to the line. He'll be shooting 2. 7:15 left to go. 0-0 tie, Brad. Well,
there's
now
the
it's
first
not.
Point. You said that on purpose, right?
And he makes his second.
I'm trying out a new app here, Bruce. It lets me keep
cool.
field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage.
All right.
How it works.
I know. Yeah. If
the question is if I can run it right.
Yeah. Gilbert working top of the key. Comes over to the near side. Back across over to Larson. Now he hasn't touched the ball a lot, but he gets it there. And a 3 ball for Casillas as Syracuse takes the lead, 3-2. Williams down inside. Hathaway spins one way, comes back the other, kicks it back out. Williams for 3, off the iron. Rebound tipped out, up with it is Syracuse. They hand it off, Casillas down the paint. He's blocked. Okay, I don't know how he did it. Jaden Schwab came up with a block in there, folks.
Wow.
You got to feel great about that one.
And it looks like he caught the ball and stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, as he came down, his back foot was on the line. So now the quick inbounds. Oh, does it go? And down with the rebound is going to be McWhorter. McWhorter will be fouled in the backcourt. Number 24 is picking that foul up. Austin Kirkham.
First personal, second team foul.
6:24 left to go here in the first quarter. 3-2, Bobcats trail by 1. Schwabe brings it into the forecourt, goes over to the far side. Brigham for 3, and he's got it. Coming down now, bringing it in the forecourt. Bang, coast to coast, lays it up good. That is going to be Gilbert.
Nice drive.
Got to stop ball. Kicks it back out. Schwabe off the iron. No good. Gilbert on the corner. Shoots for the 3. No good. Down with the rebound is Schwab. Schwab goes up the far side. Dishes it off. Williams for 3. No. Off the iron. Ball's loose. Coming up with it is Kirkham. And it will be the Titans bringing it down.
Is it just me, or is there a lot of threes being taken out there?
Oh, there's a lot of threes. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Bombs away. Oh, there's a steal.
Yeah, Brigham Williams comes up with it. He kicks it off now. This is going to be McWhorter. He turns, gives it back out front to Porter, gives it back over to the Big Easy. Inside now. Brigham kicks it back. Schwab back to Brigham at the box. Near side of the paint. Kicks it back now to the near side. Schwab, 17, no good. Ball tip. It's going to go out of bounds off of the Titans. Bobcats tied 5-5. That's our first tie of the night. And checking into the ball game for Godfrey is number 20. That is going to be Judd. Schwabe taking it out, baseline near side. Comes way deep, clear into the backcourt to Porter. Well, Porter now, he's used to working out of the shotgun. Comes down inside, spins one way, comes the other. Comes back down to McWhorter, baseline near side. He kicks it back out. Schwabe says, let's run this play now. And that's the I'm going to go down the paint play. Rebound down to the Titans. Long pass down on the far baseline. Shot for 3, no good. Down with it, no good by Judd. Big Easy comes up with it. Drives down, Hathaway pulls it back out on the far baseline. Still on the dribble. Porter for 3. Off the iron, off the glass, and good. Jordan Porter with 3 now. 8-5, Bobcats lead, 4:16 left to go in the first. Gilbert brings it down, comes coast to coast again, goes underneath for the short shot, no good. Porter down with the rebound. Shot was put up by Larson. Trying to get it down inside. It's going to go out of bounds off the Bobcats. First turnover for the Bobcats. So both teams with 1 turnover. 8-5, 4 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. Brad Gardner, Bruce Herker with you here on MSD321TV.com. Down a nice pass on the drive inside Larson. They kick it off, and now Gilbert goes around the horn. Still loose. Back out now, out front, and that's going to be 3 by Kirkham.
They're 2 out of 3 from 3 so far.
Down underneath for the nice shot. That's 3 by Spencer Hathaway. The Big Easy comes up with it.
Madison 3 out of 6, 50% from 3.
3:18 left to go, 11-8. We've been tied twice. Down to the near side for the 3. Good, and we're tied again.
Those threes are starting to drop now.
Yeah, Gilbert picks up a 3. Bobcats down on the far side, no good. Down with it is the Doc. Doc puts it up, banks it home for 2. Whoops, that's not him. There we go. 13-11. Shot goes up, no good. Down with the rebound is the Titans. Now Doc comes up with it, outlets it down to Hathaway. Hathaway comes to the near wing, lets everybody get back. 2:33 left to go. Back out now to Porter, back over to the far side. Inside to Brigham, up off the glass, no good. It was almost too easy. He didn't have somebody bumping him.
He's a little too close.
Down underneath, no good. And we're going to have the foul going against number 24, Kirkham, as he powers in trying to get the rebound. 2:19 left to go in the first quarter. That'll be Kirkham's second personal foul. And he'll take the bench. Also going out is number 20. That is Judd. In is number 45, who's not on my roster. Back out front now to Hathaway. Baseline for 3. That is Cam Webster. He pops the 3. Gilbert bringing it down. Comes to the near side for 3. No good. As down with the rebounds, number 45, and I've got to put him on my roster, and he'll pick up 2 points.
They have a 45 on their sophomore team,
yep.
Stoker.
Stoker, okay. Doherty with 2 more. That makes it 18-13, a 5-point lead for the Bobcats. 1:39 left to go in the first. Stoker.
If it's the same guy.
It is.
That's the only assumption we can make.
Yeah, I was here for part of that game. So, follow-away jumper, good by Godfrey. That's his first 2 points today. Williams brings it down, ahead by 3. Hathaway off the iron, no good. Down with the rebound is going to be Doc, and he'll lay it in for 2. 6 for Doherty. 20-15, Bobcats lead. 1:06 left to go in the quarter. Now a minute. Casillas bringing it down now over to the near side. Gilbert drives inside, goes for the reverse layup by Godfrey, and he'll have 4.
Good pass inside there.
Kicking it back out. Williams going for 3. Got it. Williams with 6 now. 23-17, 35 seconds left to go in the first.
Williams pretty much has the green light, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, they all do. Casillas trying to set things up. Coming around the near side, goes for the throw down. That was trying to get it from Gilbert to Stoker, and it goes out of bounds. Only the second turnover, though, Brad.
Wow. Not very many turnovers so far.
Checking out of the ball game is Hathaway. Also coming into the ball game is Soafua, number 21, and going out is Stoker. And who came in for? Let's see. We got Williams. Easy.
Webster?
McWhorter came back in.
Oh, McWhorter.
Sorry, Lisa. Top of the key now. 10 seconds left to go. Williams on the drive off the glass. Good for 2. Long shot. No. At the end of the first quarter, it's Madison 25. The Titans of Syracuse 17. We'll be back right after this. And welcome back here to the second quarter here at Madison High School as Schwab brings it down to begin this quarter. High post to Doc. Cam, trying to split the defense, and it gets thrown away. Second turnover for the Bobcats here of the game so far. Just underway here in the second. Casillas working against a man-to-man, and he turns and trying to get it to Sofua and throws that one away.
Had him open, but Sofua wasn't looking.
No, in fact, it was like, wait a minute, is that coming down? Oh, it's gone.
Would have had a layup if he'd have been in position. If he'd have been where the ball was.
Schwab comes into the forecourt. High post, that is to McWhorter. Reverse layup by Brigham Williams. That puts Williams into double figures. 10-point lead for the Bobcats. And Webster, we called for the reach foul. That'll be his first personal foul. First team foul. They played the whole quarter without picking up a foul.
Wow. That's noteworthy.
Yeah. Gilbert, he's the general out there. Put the shot up, no good. Schwabe's going to be called for the foul. That is going to put Gilbert at the line to shoot three.
This will be their first attempted free throw.
Yes, that's right. That one is up. Good. I mean, not to jinx anybody, but I kind of expect him to be a very good free throw shooter. He's got a good release on the ball and everything.
Yeah. There's the second one down.
And here comes three, probably. 27-19, trying to make it 27-20. And does so. Yeah, see?
Yep, all of them right in the same spot.
Schwabe hands it off. This is to McWhorter. He goes into the paint, hangs, puts it up, no good. Down with the rebound are the Titans. That'll be number 24 bringing that one down. That's Kirkham. Gilbert drives into the paint, dishes it off, stolen away by the Bobcats. And now Gilbert will come out and commit the foul. And that so often happens in the basis that when you've made the mistake, you knew he did, then it's like, I'm going to get it back. And you usually end up with a foul.
Yep. Let me add a foul to this problem here.
Ooh, a nice move over there by Larson as they tried to get it over to Webster. And Webster was the last to touch it on the way out of bounds. So the turnover by the Bobcats. Gilbert bringing it down into the timeline, across the timeline.
Yeah, they've got to call something there. A lot of arm fighting going on. Both leaning on each other there.
Schwabe's going to pick up his second personal foul. He'll exit the ball game. Porter checks in. Who is that? That's 33, 32, 33. Palmer walking out. Porter is in.
Wide open three.
Ooh, and he missed it. Down with it is Brigham. Brigham almost gets ran down. Bounce pass over to Hathaway, and he has it almost taken away by Larson as he goes out of bounds. 6:22 left to go here in the second quarter. 27-20. Bobcats leading. Porter will bring it inbounds. Does so to Webster. Into the post. That's going to be Hathaway who pulls it back out. Hathaway, top of the key. Drives down inside off the glass. No, didn't get it up above the rim. Down underneath. The shot's up by Larson. No good. Now Hathaway hangs. Gives it off to Porter. Porter down. Puts it up, no good. Put back, no good by Williams. And down with it. This comes Gilbert. Gilbert hands it off. Kirkham has it blocked by Doherty. Now stolen back. Now off again. And coming up with the 2 points is Larson. Doherty wasted the block, but still gets credit for it. 27-22, a 5-point lead for the Bobcats. Back to Brigham. Back out to Doherty. Man-to-man pressure by the Titans. Williams drives around Casilla and gets the 2 points.
Kind of made that look easy that time.
I know. I assure you it wasn't. Casillas working the top of the key, 29-22, 5 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the quarter. Wait a minute, we're going to have a foul.
Offensive foul.
Yeah, that'll be against Sawyer Larson. Larson he's a good, tough player, but he kind of just flies around and gets into trouble sometimes. Porter over to the far side. Webster off to Doherty for 3. Oh, in and out. The Doc couldn't deliver. Casillas now back out the top of the key to Kirkham. Kirkham back over to the far side. Gilbert now stops, pops a 3, and it's good. He's got a nice, quick, short release.
Yeah, good-looking shot.
Porter.
Looks like mostly man-to-man defense going on.
Porter off to now back to Porter, trying to get it back to Williams, and it's going to be out off the Bobcats.
Yeah, Gilbert kind of threw it off of Williams there out of bounds.
It's in.
Oh, they changed the call. They gave it back to Madison.
Oh, okay.
Surprise.
4-3, half away. Drain it. That'll give him 8. 32-25, 4:15 left to go in the quarter. In the half. Over now to Kirkham. Back now.
What happened? Oh, timeout.
Timeout's going to be called by the Titans. 4:06. Well, Brad, I don't. What are you thinking so far here in this ball game?
Well, it's kind of wild and woolly, and everybody's running hard and slapping things around, and the shooting is kind of evening out, 50% or below. But it's just kind of like watching a seesaw.
I think this is interesting. Mr. Belknap goes over to talk to the Titans coaching staff. He's not worried about getting right in the midst of them. Go ahead. You want to talk to me? I'll talk to you.
Wonder what he has to say.
So, 32-25, Bobcats lead. 4:06 left to go here in the second.
Both teams are shooting better from 3 than from 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the Titans will inbounds. They come into the backcourt. Now Casillas gives it to Gilbert. And I believe we're going to have to see. This will be to the Titans.
They could have called a foul on that.
Yeah, they could have.
Still only 3 fouls on the Bobcats.
Larson will inbounds, does so. Trying to go down the paint is Godfrey. He hands it back to Gilbert. Gilbert comes down, dishes it off, and that's going to be an offensive charge, no bucket.
Could have gone either way, if you ask me.
Godfrey will pick up his second personal foul.
That was an interesting call. Could have gone either way.
So back out front now for the Bobcats. Williams drives baseline, spins, comes inside, hangs, puts it up, not enough oomph. Doc down with it, back down underneath the Williams. That one's got enough oomph, too much. Doherty comes back up with it, puts it on the floor. 2 great rebounds by Doherty, and the 3 by Hathaway, no good. Gilbert bringing it back down for the Titans. He shoots an NBA 3 that Hathaway comes up with a rebound. Wild and woolly, you're right. Porter stops with it, gets it back to Hathaway. He dishes it back over to the baseline. They get out on Webster.
Charge.
Yep, Webster will commit the foul. Godfrey says, well, look, if you can do it, I can do it too. Go ahead, run me down.
I like the ball movement is pretty good for the Bobcats. They're whipping it around.
Gilbert is he's already indicated, you know what, Coach, I kind of need a little rest at 2:49. He has been in every single second. They're not putting anybody in for him.
And he has the ball over half the time.
Yeah. McWhorter checks into the ball game. He will come in for Doherty. 2:48 left to go here in the half. 32-25. Bobcats leading. Out to the top of the key. Good. Larson, boy, they just freed everybody up and said, here, go ahead, shoot. 32-28. Inside now to Williams. He drives baseline.
There's another charge.
Ooh.
He kind of stuck out his elbow. I think
Yeah,
that's
he
what
did.
made the ref call it.
Brigham Williams with a first personal foul. 2:36. You got to remember, these officials have seen everything that can be seen doing college ball. They know the tricks. Casillas for three, and he's got it.
1 point ball game.
32-31. Williams with it, cuts it across. Hathaway gives it down underneath to Williams, and he banks it home off the glass. Bobcats now in a full court press. Casillas working in the backcourt, man-to-man against Webster. Cam. Bring it up. Nice pick by Kirkham. 1:50 left to go. Long shot for three, no good. Down with it is Porter. He'll push it up. Dishes it into the corner. Webster for three. Got it.
That brings it back to 50% from three.
37-31. Bobcats up by 6. 1:27 left to go here in the second. And now a foul's going to be called.
But it's a little too rambunctious, shifting on a screen or something.
Oh, that's going to... Wait a minute. That's going to be Webster with his third. All in this quarter.
Here comes the sub.
Yeah.
Bring Schwab back in.
Schwab comes in. He comes in with 2. Now checking into the ballgame for the Titans is Stoker again, number 45. He'll come in for Palmer, for Godfrey, but boy, I'll tell you what. They get it down underneath.
Oh, that was
2
a
points.
nice
Beautiful.
play.
Yep. Gilbert with 2. Bobcats up into the forecourt. Back out to Porter. Long pass down to Hathaway. Out to Williams. Down to 1:05. 37-33. Porter says, let's run this one. Schwabe back over to Port. Down underneath to Williams. Back to Porter. They pass it around out front. It's a 3-2 matchup zone by the Titans.
Someone needs to drive.
Yeah,
Now
and
there's
it's going to
a foul
be
on the defense.
Yeah, that's going to be Stoker with the foul. He says, "What? Who, me?" But yeah, you can't move that way and,
Williams did a
and
good
keep
job
your leg
that
out.
time. Instead of going through him, he tried to go around him. And
So Brigham Williams will be at the line for his first free throw shot. Good. He'll get his second. That gives Williams 15 points.
there's only been 6 free throws taken in this game.
Isn't that amazing?
Both teams shooting 100%.
Williams' second shot is no good. You had to say that, didn't you?
I'm sorry. My fault. My fault. It did roll around on the rim before it
did.
decided to come out.
Stoker, top of the key, back over to Casillas, off to Gilbert. Gilbert, boy, he is fast. He goes one way, back the other way, and that is a 3 by Larson.
That was very interesting from the corner off the backboard.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
It is. Get that little kiss.
Get this, both teams 7 out of 14 from 3.
Porter for 3, no good. Williams with the putback. 5-4. Casillas now's just got to wing it up. Whoa, that was close, folks.
Almost got it.
Yeah, that was close. 40-36. The Bobcats lead. We're going to be back with the halftime report after this.
Special presentation on MSD321TV.com, a presentation of the Madison School District and Madison High School.
And welcome back here to Madison High School. We are at halftime as the Bobcats lead over the Titans of Syracuse 40-36, as the Bobcats have led by as many as 12 at one point. But boy, I'll tell you what, the Syracuse Titans, they are a scrappy team.
They are. They're just refusing to go away and working hard and staying in it.
We've been tied 3 times, 5, 8, and 11, but then the Bobcats jumped out to the lead, and the Syracuse Titans have been trying to, what's the right way to put that? Gouge their way back.
Yeah, they've done it.
Yeah.
Very interesting looking at the made shots here. In free throws and three-pointers, each team has made the same number. 3 free throws, 7 three-pointers. The 4-point difference comes because Madison has 2 more 2-point buckets.
Wow.
And if Syracuse had had 2 more makes, not only would the numbers have been the same, but the attempts were the same. It would have been identical shooting from both teams.
That is amazing.
That is a tight game.
Wow. Well, both teams have had, let's see. No, Syracuse has had 3 turnovers, 2 in the first quarter, 1 in the second. The Bobcats had 1 in the first quarter and 3 in the second. So just 1 turnover off, but that is amazing for
relatively
that
low.
Few of turnovers.
Especially the style of game that's been played here.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of wild and back and forth. You'd expect more turnovers than that.
Well, the player for the Syracuse Titans is Brock Gilbert. He's the man out there. Of course, he wears number 1. He's a senior. He's 3 for 3 at the charity stripe and a total of 13 points.
Wow.
As he scored 5 in the first, and then it must be 8 then, I guess, right?
Just over a third of all their production coming from him.
Rudy Casillas is the next starter. He has 6 points. He's hit 2 threes. One of those, no, it wasn't him. Sawyer Larson has 8 points. One of those threes, he has 2 threes and a deuce, but one of those threes was down here in the corner and kissed off the backboard.
Yeah, it was quite a shot.
Yeah. So, and then Austin Kirkham has a 3. He's one of their big men. And then Jacob Godfrey, their other big man, has 2 2-point buckets. And Stoker, who actually played the whole JV game, and he's been in twice already. So I don't know that they have another quarter. But yet, in Utah, they don't do quarters the way we do.
Oh.
And so, I don't know what they do. It's like, Aaron, go for it. So I'm not for sure. He may have 2 more quarters he can play yet today.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Counting how much he's played. Yeah.
So in that sense, Syracuse scored 17 in the first quarter, 19 in the second quarter. For the Bobcats, Jaden Schwab, the starter, he actually has a block, which is nice. I mean, that's crazy. But he has 2 fouls, also no points. Brigham Williams, the next starter, he has a foul, but he is one of the players for the Bobcats that is doing very well, as he is 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, the only man on the floor to miss a free throw.
Oh, it was my fault, we decided.
Yeah, because you jinxed him. Yeah. 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. 17 points, though. 17.
Is he the high man on the floor?
Yes.
Very good.
Cameron Webster has 3 fouls. He's been in for quite some time, and he has 2 threes for his 6 points. Jordan Porter started tonight, no fouls and 3 points. He's hit a 3. Joe Doherty coming in off the bench, and the Doc has put in 3 2-pointers for his 6 points. Spencer Hathaway, of course, the starter tonight. He has gone 2 for 2 at the line and a total of 8 points. Mason McWhorter, the 5th starter, no fouls and no points. Hathaway, by the way, has no fouls either.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, so, I mean, wow. By the way, the JV score was 74-66. Madison winning that.
You know, I think in my visits to games, the JV is undefeated. Seems like they never lose.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I don't know what the freshmen are doing. I saw Coach Rex Fulmer down there, but I didn't get a a thumbs up or a thumbs down. But I know that team has struggled, as eighth graders in that. So we'll have to see. Well, Brad, I'll tell you what. A second half here coming up, and of course there's Coach Clyde Nelson out there.
I think it'll come down to who wants it the most.
What I think is interesting, Coach Hawkins, of course, here for 30-some-odd years, did a great job. Coach Schwab takes over. He was his assistant for 12 years. One of the first people Coach Schwab brings in, Clyde Nelson, who, of course, coached at Ricks College.
Oh.
Was the head coach at Ricks College.
I didn't know that.
See? So, between, and Coach Hawkins could have coached at the university level, not just college, but university level.
Mm-hmm.
I think Coach Schwab could too, and I know Clyde can because he has.
Yeah.
So,
what was his record like up there?
Well, they were going to nationals and things like that quite often.
So he's a good coach.
Yeah, he's a good coach. You just have to remember that Clyde yells at times.
Few coaches don't.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you, it's going to be an interesting second half. But the other thing you've got to remember is at 4:30 this afternoon, the girls will play right here on this floor, and it'll be on MSD321TV.com. It'll be against the Blackfoot Broncos. And then the girls will be back next week on the 12th, which is a Tuesday, I believe it is. And they will take on the Bonneville Bees. Now, that is going to be a tough game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Bonneville's been playing very, very well in the girls' end of things. And then the next night, the boys will take on the Skyline Grizzlies right here in the Bobcat Den. And the next night, the girls will be back. So we're talking 12th, 13th, and 14th.
Wow.
The girls will be back, and they will be taking on, I don't remember who now.
It'll be good, I'm sure.
Yep. So here we go. Starters both ways back in as...
Now, I thought that Madison was supposed to get the ball to start the half.
No, it was...
switched at the quarter.
Yep, switched at the half, yep.
I'm thinking college.
That's okay.
There was a quarter there.
So, back into the forecourt now. This is going to be the Titans. That is Godfrey with it out front. Gives it off to Larson. Man-to-man, Larson. Williams Williams took it away. Larson did lose that.
Yeah, he lost his dribble.
Now Larson runs over Williams, and he's going to get the foul. That'll be Larson's second personal foul.
If this was the NBA, they would have got the continuation layup there.
Yep. But didn't I say when you make those mistakes, you got to stop and not go back and make the other mistake and get a foul.
Right, yep. He just couldn't stop himself. Well, Brigham slowed down.
Hathaway? No. Ball tipped around. McWhorter not able to come up with it. Larson does. On the rebound, it's going to be Gilbert. Gilbert now has a rest. Larson with the shot, no good. Down with it is going to be Godfrey. He kicks it back up. That's an NBA three as the Bobcats come up with it. Stolen away, and an easy layup by Gilbert. So 2 turnovers, one by Bobcats, one by the Titans, but the Titans converted on theirs. And picking the foul up is going to be Godfrey. That'll be his third. So with 6:56 left to go here in the third quarter, the Bobcats bring it in. Porter with it out front. 40-38, 2-point ball game. Williams working out front. They give it into McWhorter. McWhorter goes down the paint. Off the glass, good. That's his first 2 points for Mason McWhorter. Back to a 4-point lead. Larson back in just across the timeline. Has the ball tipped, but it's coming right off to Casillas. Down to the far baseline. The bucket is good.
Basket hit by Brock Gilbert. Foul number 21 for Madison. Spencer Hathaway. First personal, first team foul.
Spencer Hathaway. Who made that?
I don't know.
Hathaway picked up his first foul. And it's still going to go out to the Titans. Stokes has checked in. I'm just not sure who made that last bucket.
I don't know who it was.
They bring it in. That's going to be to Kirkham. Gilbert with it now, going top of the key. High post shot. That's by Kirkham for the two. They take the lead, 43-42. Madison trailing by one now. Hathaway kicks it off. Back to Hathaway baseline. He spins, goes inside, up off the glass. Good. It counts. He'll be fouled. That'll put Hathaway into double figures, and he'll go to the line for the and one. Now, we'll see who that one's against. I think it's against Stokes. It is. Stokes checks out. Back in now is number 20. That's Judd. Hathaway will step the line to shoot one. I'm going to give that. I'm going to give it to Larson. Those 2 points, or that was a three, wasn't it? And Hathaway makes his second shot, or first shot. Excuse me. It's going just fast enough to keep us in suspense. Oh.
Yeah, and my app stopped working, so I'm really confused.
Gilbert on the three from Larson, no good. Down with it is Hathaway. He'll turn, bring it up. Free throw line, drives inside. Whoa, kicks it back out. Three by Schwabe. First bucket by Schwabe puts the Bobcats back up 48-43. 5:10 left to go here in the third quarter. Casillas walks it across the timeline. Near side, that's going to be Gilbert. Gilbert, you can almost bet if Gilbert's in, he's going to touch the ball. Casillas for three, in and out, no good. Porter down with the rebound. Pushing it. Free throw line, kicks it back out. This is going to be Schwabe coming down the side. Back to Porter, free throw line. Good. Porter with 5 now. Stretches it out to a 7-point lead. 4:40 left to go in the third. 50-43 as Casillas brings it down. Schwabe picks him up just before he goes across the timeline. Kirkham over to Larson. Larson. Back out to Judd. Judd fakes it now, drives inside. That's going to be an offensive foul on Judd as Hathaway said, all right, go ahead, go over me. And Judd had already made his decision that he was going to the hoop. 4:20 left to go here in the third. 50-43. Out front now, McWhirter. Off to Hathaway. He backs his way in, puts it up. He's fouled, doesn't go. He'll be going to the line to shoot two. The doc gets ready to check in. They'll be coming in afterwards. Picking that foul up is Judd. That'll be his second personal foul to the other end of the floor. Hathaway's first shot is good. That gives Hathaway 12. He's 4 for 4 at the line. He'll have his second shot. The doc comes in. McWhirter goes out. Schwabe goes out. So who else came in? Second shot is good. That gives Hathaway 13. Checking out is Casillas, and in is number 11. That's Burke. Full court press now by the Bobcats. Porter working against Larson, now coming into the paint. Puts it up, it'll count. Brigham Williams says, I was just defending. Larson, I'll give him 13 now. And Brigham will pick up his second personal foul. Larson's and one is no good. Williams down with the rebound.
First miss?
Yeah, that's their first miss. Off now to Hathaway. High post to the Doc. Back to Hathaway. Hathaway, the big easy down the side. Gets the roll. Man. Kirkham back over now. This is to Gilbert. He comes down, drives inside, goes for the underhand layup and gets it. Gilbert, this is you got to be watching Gilbert because that is just a clinic out there. He's doing a great job. Back out now to Hathaway. Hathaway for three. Boom. Boom. That'll give Hathaway 18. Bobcats up by 10, 57-47, 3:10 left to go in the third. Kirkham and Porter. Oh! Nice the Doc had a block out of bounds. Sure Gilbert turns and looks at Doherty and goes, that was pretty good. He was smiling, shaking his head like, oh, wow, you did good. That is the second block by Doherty. Checking into the ball game, let's see. Williams comes out. In is Jackson. Gilbert triggering it in. Comes deep. Way back out to Larson. Gilbert back to Larson. He just about lost it. He was not expecting it. Now back over now to the near side. And for three, that is Burke. Working the backcourt will be Schwab, who's coming in. He gets it down to Webster. Nope, that's going to be backcourt. He had not established in the forecourt.
You have to be there. You can't be coming in.
Yep. Wait a minute. They're going to wonder if they called timeout. So Madison called the timeout before the backcourt violation. Oh my goodness.
Barely.
Wow, but you know what? Thank you to the officials for talking about it.
Right.
The one official could have gone, oh, well, I guess he got it,
Yep, it's good for him to talk about it. Get it right.
So.
It's the best thing you can do short of replay. Talk about it.
Exactly.
All right, I think I'm back online here. I'm a little off, but it's close.
Hey, just ask my wife. She'll tell you I'm a little off all the time. I want you to look over there, Brad, over there on the far side.
Yeah.
Just 2 rows down, there's Roger Hampton. And sitting in front of him is Mitch Buck.
Oh,
They're right up there, folks.
Oh,
anyway,
good.
Okay, here we go. Bobcats will bring it back in. Just getting that timeout now. Down into the corner to Hathaway. Back out front. Down underneath. The Doc looking to deliver. Does so. Joe Doherty, his first point since the first quarter, and he has 8 now. 59-50. Bobcats up by 9. Larson bringing it up. Over now to Burke. Burke back out to Gilbert. The only reason they kept that was because of Gilbert. That's going to be an offensive foul on.
What'd they call there?
That is an offensive foul on Judd.
Was that down in the key?
Yeah, I
didn't see it. I was watching the shooter.
I know. Off now to Schwabe. Schwabe down to Hathaway. Hathaway puts it on the floor. Back to Schwabe. Schwabe for the 3 in and out. Down with it is Judd. Judd gives it off to Gilbert. Gilbert bringing it back into the forecourt. Trying to drive underneath. Kicks it off to Larson. Back out front. Judd by himself.
Wide open.
As they let it go out of bounds. Turnover by the Titans. 1:46 left to go in the third. Bobcats up by 9. 59-50. Webster in the backcourt. Back to Schwabe. Schwabe still in the backcourt. Gets double teamed. Now is able to dribble into the forecourt because they went after him. Whoa, I'm sorry.
Wide open layup, and he dropped the ball.
Those things happen, I guess. Sorry, Doc, you didn't deliver this time. Now checking into the ball game is going to be Casillas as Judd goes out. Boy, I'll tell you what, I thought they got a lot of good time by Judd in there. Tanner Judd, he did pick up, Garrett Burke. He picked up 3 points in there and kept them moving.
Well, this quarter's been just like the rest of the game, kind of wild and frantic.
Oh, yeah. Down in the inside. A nice layup by Gilbert. That'll give him 19. The Doc working the backcourt. Nobody on him. Brings it down. Comes to the near side. Jackson high into the Doc. Doc gets mauled in there by number 20. I think that is going to be Judd's 4th personal foul. 1:05 left to go. That is his 4th personal foul. By the way, Judd has picked up all 4 of his fouls in the time that he has been in here in the 3rd quarter.
Wow. That's
you're going to see
a lot of fouls.
So
that's a foul every 2 minutes.
Coming in. Yeah. Williams is checked out of the ball game, it looks like. Doc is going to the line. He should be shooting 2, I believe.
No, I have them 6 out of 7 at the line. Is that right?
Misses the front end of it. Who, us or them?
Madison.
Oh.
6 out of 8 now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
And
second was in.
7 for 10. No, 7 for 9.
Joe, I'm committing bad things to
Sorry, my fault.
No, you're fine. Casillas out front gives it off now to Kirkham. Kirkham down underneath, ball tipped. Bobcats just letting them roll out
Couldn't
there.
Come up with it.
Larson with an easy chip shot, good. Yeah, boy, the Bobcats just let it go. Jackson kicks it back to Hathaway. Big Easy out front. 30 seconds left. 60-54. Over to Jackson. Jackson back out to Hathaway for 3. Blocked. Down underneath. Off. And coming up with it is the Bobcats. Back to Porter. 14 seconds.
Across half court again and passed it back there. That was almost a violation. Porter,
top of the key, coming down the near side. Stops. Goes for the shot. 2. Porter. Jordan Porter with 7 now. 2, 1. There's the long throw. Off the backboard. No good. Bobcats lead here at the end of 3. 62-54. We're going to be back right after this.
Watching a special presentation on MSD321TV.com, a presentation of the Madison School District and Madison High School.
And welcome back here to Madison High School. We begin the 4th quarter, final 8 minutes up on the clock. Bobcats lead 62-54. Into Porter way in the backcourt. Williams back into the ball game. He comes back up, kicks it back out to Schwabe. Goes down the near side, holds. Back across. Schwabe's going, okay, I'll just dribble around to you. Don't want me to. Williams really wanted to look at the 3. He spins inside, dishes it down underneath to Doc, and it's going to be out of bounds by Godfrey, and it'll be Bobcat ball. 7:35 left to go here in the ball game, and it'll be Schwabe bringing it in. Comes high, back over to Doc. Doc on the wing, back out front to Brigham. Jackson didn't want to take the shot. Brigham up with the 3. We're going to have a tie ball as Doc and Gilbert get tied up. They'll extricate each other, and it will be a jump ball. Jackson checks out of the ball game, and for him is Hathaway.
Syracuse gets the ball.
Yep. Casillas in the backcourt. One thing I've noticed about the Titans now, they're walking it up the floor.
Oh, are they?
Back over now to Gilbert. Gilbert does not do anything walking. Back over now. This is going to be Kirkham looking at the long shot. No good. Down with it is going to be Brigham. Brigham turns, comes up, and he is going to be fouled by Larson. And that was a proximity foul.
They could have called that on Brigham.
Yeah, I know.
He lowered his shoulder like a bulldozer and just dove into the guy. But
that's why I said a proximity foul.
Yeah. I guess he wasn't totally stationary. Of course, you don't have to be, but could have gone either way there.
The Doc checks out of the ball game. Brigham goes to the line. He'll be shooting. First shot is up and good. He'll get his second. That'll give him 18 points. His first points since the first half. The Doc Williams will have his second shot. And good. 64-54, 10-point lead, 6:50 left to go here in the ball game. Casillas now coming up. Comes to the near wing. Larson back out front, over to the far side. That is going to be for three. No. Down with it is Williams. That is Hathaway. Schwabe. Down to a reverse layup by Hathaway. That gives Hathaway 20. He had 21 last night.
Large lead of the game, 12.
Casillas bringing it up. You notice what I'm saying? They don't have
it's
the intensity.
Not quite as energetic as it was.
Well, these guys right here play. I mean, you talk about Casillas and Larson and Gilbert. They've played the whole game.
Yep. Godfrey
now gives it. Timeout's going to be called as
I think they called Porter for the foul there, didn't they?
No.
It
was timeout.
Oh.
As Porter got leveled.
Interesting timing of that timeout.
Yeah, and it was called by the Titans. 5:57 left to go here in the ball game. 66-54 Bobcats lead. Don't think this one's over yet, folks. We'll be back right after this. I know. Welcome back to Madison High School. Brad, you know me too well.
Yeah, Bruce was just talking about how he will have done 3 games in 24 hours tonight.
And your comment was, and you love it.
You love it.
Yeah, I do. So Larson goes into the backcourt. That is all the way to Gilbert, way back there. Now
Gilbert,
see, even
Gilbert's walking now.
I don't believe that.
I don't understand their strategy here. They're behind by 12. They got to get going. You got to make up 2 points a minute here.
Yeah. Well, back out. Bobcats are in a 2-1-2 sliding zone. Casillas kicks it over to the near side. Larson for 3 off. Casillas down with the rebound, but that is going to be
foul on
Schwabe.
Yep.
So they'll take it out on the far sideline, or the baseline. Where are they going to take it out? Baseline.
Is he related to the coach?
Son.
Is it? I wondered.
Yep. Way out to Larson. He looks at the 3. Brigham got in his way. Now down with it is Brigham. Williams with the rebound. He turns, lets everybody slide down the floor, and he'll bring it down. Williams stumped the key. Drives, dishes it down into the corner. Back across, and picking up the foul will be Kirkham. That'll be his 3rd. Boy,
it's one of those where you got to be watching to know, because it was 24 on 24, so they called the foul on 24.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what, McWhirter had the step and a half. So his first shot is up and in.
I've got him 10 out of 12 at the line. That's a pretty good percentage.
It definitely is.
83%.
He'll have his second shot. Any foul by the Titans now will put the Bobcats at the line to shoot 2 for the remainder of the game, the remainder of the 5 minutes and 6 seconds.
14-point lead now.
68-54, Gilbert, top of the key. Kicks it over. That's going to be for 3, and that's Casillas. Kind of a full court press. Back way over to Brigham. Brigham drives down, dishes it off. McWhorter with the layup for 2. Well, you're not going to close the gap by walking it down and then having that happen.
Nope.
Gilbert brings it down, gives it over the near side to Larson.
That's double dribble.
That's double dribble, yes.
They didn't call it.
I've noticed they haven't called double dribble a lot. Gilbert down underneath, hangs in the air, gets it back out front. Casillas out front. Comes to the near side, stopped, and a blocking foul. That's going to be on Kirkham. That'll be his 4th. No. Godfrey with that foul. That is his 4th personal.
That's the 10th team foul. Oh, it was player control, no shots.
Yeah. Ball
Careful
goes back
with the
over to
passes,
Schwab.
boys.
Boy. McWhorter says, thanks. I'll go over here for the 3. Hathaway for the 3, the big easy. 73-57. Now the Bobcats have scored at least 70. They're averaging 73 points per game. They are at the average here in the Bobcat den. Larson back off to Casillas, back to Larson. They're looking at the 3. Gilbert with the little push off, goes down the near side, comes back across, gives it back out. Now that is to Kirkham. Now they run the weave out front, and a foul's going to be called. Schwabe's got to pick up his 4th.
Yeah, he ran into Gilbert there as he went off the pick.
The Doc checks back in. Also coming in is Webster. Schwabe and McWhorter checks out. Now, about the time that you think, oh, well, we're giving up some things. No, because the Doc will take over. Long pass over to Gilbert. And Webster will take over. Stolen away by Brigham. 3 on 2. Oh, Webster not able to come up with it. Underneath, that's going to be a foul on Porter. Hathaway says, you're doing good, Gilbert. Here, let me help you up.
He just laid him right out.
Porter did.
Gets up, hands on his knees.
Well, I'll tell you what, and Gilbert's going to step to the line. He's going to have 2 shots here. And he's 3 for 3 from the line. Shot is up, no good. But I'll tell you what, this young man, Brock Gilbert, wow. He has played a whale of a ball game. He's trying for his 20th point. I hope he gets it.
He missed it.
Down with it is Doc. Back over to Porter. He'll come down. Near side. Webster knew it was off before when he allowed it go. But Brigham puts it back. That gives him 21.
18-point lead now, Bruce.
Yeah, Bobcats are walking it out. Gilbert, and Gilbert's the floor general out there, and he gets it back over there. I got to tell you, I've been very impressed with that young man.
Yeah, he's a good player.
That one's short. But he has not been out at all. At all. Porter, coast to coast, has it taken away.
Blocked.
Casillas for 3. No. Blocked by Brigham. Off to Porter. Porter comes down, hangs, puts it up. He's fouled. So Williams picks up the block. Foul will go against Casillas. That's his first. He's played a good ball game too. Porter's shot is up and in. That's his first.
Here come the subs.
Yep. 2 minutes, 12 seconds, 76-57. They'll go up by 20 with Porter.
Well, McWhorter's breathing hard too.
Well, yeah, this has been a very physical ball game.
And fast-paced. A lot of running until the fourth.
An hour and 9 minutes so far. That's it. That's how fast this ball game's been.
Teams haven't used their timeouts much.
No. And timeout will be called by the Titans. 2 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Bobcats up 76-57. We're going to be back right after this.
Carpet Direct is your floor covering specialist. No matter if your project is big or small, residential or commercial, we will have just the right flooring for you. Stop by and see us today. You'll be floored when you see our pricing and the quality installation teams. Carpet Direct.
And welcome back here to Madison High School. I couldn't even get the thing to push to go right. Bobcats, you hear the roar. They're going to come up with it today. 76-57. Now, you know, the whole thing about it is, and you know what? We've got all subs in everywhere. Paul is into the ball game for the Bobcats. Stokes with it back out front. Gives it off to number 33 in there. That's Palmer. Stokes, they're trying for the alley-oop. Paul has to try. The Doc saves it before it goes out of bounds. Porter comes down. Stops, kicks it back out. The Doc for three off the iron. Paul almost up with the rebound, but coming down with it is going to be number 33, Palmer. Casillas back into the forecourt. Hey, you know who's not in? Gilbert.
No way.
Stokes with a fall-away jumper, good. That'll give him 4 points now. Porter pass down to Paul. Paul on the far side gives it back to Porter over to the near side now. Long pass to Paul. Paul, 17-footer, nail it. Cooper Paul into the book. Now we have got to get Kyle Jackson. Kai's got to get a score in the next minute. Casillas over now into the corner. That is Palmer for three. Is that right?
Yep. I think so.
Porter coming down, comes back across, down to the baseline. Doc just kind of holds it there. Back out to Paul. Bobcats down to 37 seconds. Let's get Jackson involved. Come on. Doc out front. Back across.
Bad pass there.
Yep, that was. Oh, stolen. Down underneath is going to be Burke, and he'll get two more. 78-64. Paul with it. Again, bad pass. Casillas with two. Bobcats going to make a ball game out of this just by not doing
There's only 5
passing.
seconds left, though.
Yeah, that's true. Webster will hang on to it. That's the end of it. 78-66. Bobcats come up with the win. 12. 16.
Wow, I'm out of breath, too.
Hey, I'll tell you what, these guys go at it, don't they? Tell you what, we're going to let you see the congratulatory handshake as the Bobcats come up with 2 wins. They now go 3-2 on the season. The Titans will go 4-4 on the season, but wow, what a great game. We're going to be back with the post-game show when we return right after this. And welcome back here to Madison High School in the postgame show. Bruce Hooker with Brad Gardner here on MSD321TV.com. And Brad, first off, your thoughts on the game?
It was just wild and frantic. Well played, hard fought, and just a fun game to watch. There was no lack of action.
No, there was not. I have not. This is one of the few games that I have been involved with this year so far that both teams scored either 15 points or more in every quarter, except for the fourth quarter for the Titans. They only got 12 there.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, this was a scoring match way up there.
Yeah. 78 points for the Bobcats. Raises their average.
Yeah. Their average coming in here at home, just here at home, was 73 points on this floor. Yeah. So now you score 78. That's going to take it up to what, probably 74, 75? 74 and a half, something like that.
Yep.
So you get.
Now you're making me calculate it. 73, 73, 78. Yeah, it's 75.
Yeah. Okay. So see, it's wow.
Not bad.
Not
bad at all.
No, and so I'm pretty darn impressed with this Bobcat team.
They had 25 in the first quarter, so I was thinking, wow, they could hit 100, but they slowed down a little.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, let's take a look at the scoring here very quickly for the first off, for the turnovers. The Bobcats had 3 turnovers in the second, third, and fourth quarter, and only 1 in the first, so that's 15 overall, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10. Sorry. I'm not the math teacher. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 for the...
I am, but that doesn't make me right.
7 turnovers for the Titans. It was a clean ball game that way.
Yes, very much so.
And there were fouls. You expect to have fouls, but I'll tell you what. Again, I come back to the situation for the Titans. They have some good players in there. Let's start at the bottom and go up. This is Stoker, A.J. Stoker, played all 4 quarters of the JV game, came in and played a lot in the varsity game. He had 4 points tonight. It was Jared Palmer who had 3 points tonight. Jacob Godfrey had 4 points tonight. He was the only one that was really close to fouling out there for the Titans. Kirkham had 5 points tonight. Soafua came in. He had a block, the only block that was there for the Syracuse Titans, but no points. Tanner Judd had 4 points, but and got all of those in the third quarter. I mean, it's like, okay, Judd, we're going to let you play the third quarter. Here you go. We will not expect you in the fourth because you're going to foul out. So, and then you get to the top here. Sawyer Larson, and I say that because it's 3, 2, and 1. Sawyer Larson, he ended the night hitting 1, 2, 3 threes and some deuces. Ended the night with 15 points. Rudy Casillas ended the evening with 11 points. Now, 4 of those points came in the fourth quarter, which was his only points in the second half. But he played very good. Brock Gilbert. I don't know what I can say about the young man. He is a fantastic player.
Yep, he was great.
Man.
Gave it everything he had tonight or this afternoon.
Yeah, he went 3 for 5 at the line and a total of 19 points. I was hoping he's going to get one of those last ones, get the 20th point, But he goes 3 for 5 at the line, 19 points. Free throw shooting, Brad, what did they come up with?
Syracuse ended up 4 out of 7, 57%. They didn't have too many free throws.
No. They scored 17 in the first quarter, 19 in the second quarter to have their 36 at halftime. And that was probably one of the closest times that they were next to the Bobcats, in the basis that it was 40-36 at halftime. Then they scored 18 points in the third and 12 points in the fourth for their 66 points. But by the time we got to the fourth quarter, I think they had just kind of run out of a little bit of gas. They just didn't have everything in their tank at that point.
Started walking a bit.
Yeah. So total of 66 points for Syracuse. For the Madison Bobcats, it was Jaden Swab starting tonight. He had 3 points. He hit that beautiful 3 in the third quarter, and it was like, wow, Schwabi. Yeah. But, boy, I'll tell you what, he may not have scored a lot tonight, but he handled the ball very well.
Yes.
Cooper Paul was in. He picked up 2 points tonight. Brigham Williams had a block in the. Oh, by the way, Schwabe had a block too, which was okay. Brigham
How many blocks altogether?
1, 2, 3, 4 for the Bobcats. Brigham Williams had a block tonight as a starter. He went. Did I see him go? He went 3 for 4, didn't he? 21 points. 21 points.
Well, he would have been 4 for 4. I'll count that one to me, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you jinxed him. Cameron Webster off the bench. He ended up with 3 fouls, and all 3 of his fouls came in the second quarter. But and he did not score in the second half, but he hit 2 threes, one in the first, one in the second, for his 6. Jordan Porter, he scored 8 points tonight. He scored 2 threes. No. 1 3, 2 deuces, and a single, going 1 for 2 at the line, and a total of 8 points. Joe Doherty had 2 big blocks in there tonight, as he went 1 for 3 from the line, a total of 8 points tonight. Spencer Hathaway. Well, let's go Mason McWhorter first. He had no fouls tonight. Went 2 for 2 at the line, and a total of 6 points. And then Spencer Hathaway. Holy guacamole. You know, the big, what can I say? The Big Easy makes it look easy.
Is that your nickname for him or his own?
No, that's my nickname for him. He went 5 for 5 from the line and a total of 23 points.
Nice game for him.
High point man for the game.
He was last night too, wasn't he?
Yes. Yeah, with 21. He was, now you ready for this? Hathaway had 23 and Brigham Williams had 23. The high point man for Syracuse was Gilbert with 19.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Yep.
A lot of scoring going on here today.
Well, here's your percentages.
Okay.
From three-point land, Madison ended up 10 out of 22, 45.5%. Syracuse was 10 out of 28, 36%.
Now, wait a minute. They both hit 10 threes?
Yeah, Madison did it on 6 fewer shots, so better percentage there.
Yeah.
Syracuse hit 26 two-pointers, 26 total field goals, and Madison 28. So 44% for Syracuse, 47% for Madison. And then free throws were more than double. Madison got 15 free throws, hit 12 of them for 80%, which is not bad for a high school.
Oh, yeah, especially this time of year.
Yeah, excellent shooting from the line.
All right. Well, that pretty well wraps it up for us here for this boys' game. The Bobcats now go 2-2. So, 3-2 on the season. There are only 2 losses coming to Boise and Bora. The Bobcats, the boys, will be back in action Wednesday night, the 13th. They'll be taking on Skyline, who lost to Syracuse last night.
Did they?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, they 61-56.
Okay, I'll predict again that Madison will score about 75 points.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to be surprised if these guys don't. I don't know what you're going to. I don't know what anybody can do yet to stop them, and I haven't seen that.
When you score 25 in the first quarter,
they
pretty
just
much going to get there.
I don't want to say it's run and gun because it's not, but it's take the shot.
Yep.
And
fun
they're
to watch from the fans' perspective.
Oh, just exciting.
Yeah.
So, but the girls, of course, are going to be back in action at 4:30 this afternoon. We'll have that game for you here coming up in just 3 hours. The JV will start at 3. The Varsity will start at 4:30. We'll have it for you here on MSD321TV.com. And then they'll be back in action on the 12th against Bonneville, and then also on the 14th after the 3 games next week that we're going to be doing right off the bat. So,
wow.
Thanks for joining us. For Brad Gardner and for MSD321TV.com and the Madison School District and Madison High School, I'm Bruce Herker. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you here in 3 hours for the girls' game.
The preceding copywritten broadcast has been a presentation of Madison High School and the Madison School District 321. Please remember to say thank you to the many people from your community that help make these broadcasts possible. These broadcasts are intended solely for the private, non-commercial use for our audience. Any publication, reproduction, retransmission, or other use of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of these events without the express written consent of Madison High School and the Madison School District 321 is prohibited. Join us for our next broadcast right here on MSD321TV.com, serving Madison High School and the Madison School District 321.